Menendez, and unless I missed it, I didn't hear you say about sanctions against Vladimir Putin himself. Are those on the table, or is that in the offing?
That is on the table as well. It is another set of sanctions that is on the table, and there's also we have enlarged in our negotiations with our Republican colleagues to also deal with other elements that are being thought of. For example, some of the actions Russia has already taken in terms of cyber attacks against the Ukrainian government, false flag operations, individuals seeking to destabilize the Ukrainian government from within. Those are all potential sanction options as well up front.
There are reports, continued reports, that Russia has about or more than 70% of forces needed to invade Ukraine in position at the border. From your vantage point, do you think a Russian invasion of Ukraine is imminent?
I think Russia has amassed the wherewithal for an invasion, whether in whole or in part. I think that when you see the backup resources that Putin has amassed along the Ukrainian border, from the Spetsnaz special forces to the hospital tents to the blood transfusions. I mean, all indications would suggest that he can invade and would be ready to do so, and maybe only the freezing of the ground in terms of a time frame might be the element. However, it doesn't mean that he will invade. And that's why we applaud all of the efforts that are being made, both by the Biden administration. President Biden has engaged directly with President Putin, as well as our allies who have been visiting Putin and making a clear and unequivocal and united statement. So it's important that each time one of these leaders goes and speaks to Putin, that they say the same thing, even as they seek a diplomatic response, but that they say the same thing about the consequences, because then Putin believes that he has a united front, opposing him.